Hello again, grade 2. Hope you are okay and fine at home. Let's continue our S.S.E lessons, and today our lesson is going to be about from factory to you. From factory to you. This is the factory, and we talked about the factories before. We took it in grade 1, and I think we talked about it in class also. What is the factory? Let's know together. Our lesson for today is going to be about a baseball bat story. Baseball bat story. Bat. What is the bat? This is the bat. Today we are going to talk about this bat story. What we are going to do? We are going to answer about 3 lessons. What is it made of? Where is it made? How is it made of? How is it made? So today our lesson is going to talk about this bat, the baseball bat. What is it made of? Where is it made? And how is it made? Okay. First of all, we are going to answer about this question. What is it made of? The bat. What do you think? Is it made of iron? Is it made of rocks? Is it made of wood? What do you think? The bat is made of wood, and the wood is coming from? The wood is coming from what? Trees. Excellent. So the wood is coming from trees. This is the tree. So Miss Monay said that bats are coming from trees. How is this? This is what we are going to answer about. How is it made? Okay, so the first question, it's made of what? It's made of wood. Wood. Okay, and the wood is coming from the tree. But what we consider the tree? We consider the tree as a raw material. This word, raw material. Trees are raw materials. But what are the raw materials? Raw materials are natural resources used to make a product. Natural resources used to make a product. So the raw materials are the natural resources. Both of them are the same. So the tree is a raw material, also a natural resource. Okay? Okay, the next question. How is it made? So now I know that the bat is coming from the raw material, the tree, or the natural resource, tree. Now, how is it made? Let's answer about this question. Okay, first, the trees are cut into many long sections. Okay, next, the wood is dried. Then the wood is shipped to the places where the bats are made. So you need to do it in steps. First, the trees are cut into many long sections. So first we will cut the tree. Then we are going to dry the wood. Then the wood is shipped to the places where the bats are made. So here he said the wood is shipped to the places where the bats are made. So let's answer about the third question. Where are they made? Where is it made? In the, so what do you think? The bat is made in where? In the factory, yes. The bat is made in the factory. This is a picture of the factory, okay? But what is the meaning of factory? As you can see here, it is a building in which people use machines to make goods. A building in which people use machines to make goods. So this is the factory. This is where the bats are made. So the bats are made of what? Of wood. And the wood is coming from where? Coming from the trees. The trees, we consider them as what? As a raw material. Raw material is natural resource. Raw material is the natural resource that we use them to make a product. Okay? So then, where is it made? It's made in the factory. Factory. What is the factory? The factory is a building in which people use machines to make goods. The factory is a building. Okay. Inside this factory, you are going to meet two kinds of resources. Two kinds of resources inside the factory. The first of them is human resources. Human resources. Can you see this woman? She is working with the machines. This man also, he is working. These people, they are working in the factory. We consider them as human resources. Human resources, okay? You also will know about, or you will meet inside this factory, what we call them capital resources. Capital resources. What are the capital resources? They are the machines. They are the tools. And this one. So as we said, in the factory you will find two kinds of resources. Human resources and capital resources. What are the differences between them? Let's see. The human resources, the work people do to make goods. The work people do to make goods. So this is the human resource. Human resources are the work people do to make goods. But what about the capital resources? Capital resources, tools and machines used to make goods. So the tools are the capital resources, but the people who are working on these tools are human resources. So when you see tools or machines, they are capital resources, but the people who are working on these tools are human resources. So this is the difference between the human resource and the capital resource. Human resource, again, the work people do to make goods. Capital resources, tools and machines used to make goods. Okay, after we make the bat in the factory, we go directly to the market and buy the bat. Okay, let's read this. The bats are finally ready for markets where people will buy them. The bats are moved to markets in many ways. Trucks or trains may deliver the bats to places around the United States. Airplanes may be used to take the bats to places around the world. Okay, so this boy and his grandfather, they are the characters we are going to read about them in our textbook. Okay, it's a story about a boy and his grandfather who wants to buy him a gift as a bat. So he took him to the factory and he showed him how the bat is made. Okay, our target vocabularies for this lesson are factory. What is the meaning of factory? Can you say it? Say with me. What is the factory? The factory is a building in which people use machines to make goods. Raw material. Raw material is the natural resource that we use it to make goods. Human resources. Work people do to make goods. Capital resources. The tools or machines that we use them to make goods. So these are the vocab that you need to know about when you are going to read the lesson for today. So let's go and see our lesson in our textbook. This is our lesson from factory to you, from factory to you. Okay, these are the vocabs: raw material, factory, human resources, capital resources. You can find this lesson on page 294. Okay, read about the boy and his grandfather that wants to buy him a bat. Okay, here is going to talk about a bat's beginning, the raw materials. Okay, the tree, how they shipped the trees, logs to the factories, and then here he will talk about the factory and about the human resources and about the capital resources. Okay, read it. It's a very nice lesson, an easy one. Hope you are enjoy it. Also grade 2. Okay, this is the lesson. See you soon. Stay safe, stay at home, try to study. Okay, we are not asking you to take it in a hard way. Just read, just study, Google about these lessons, about the vocab, about write how the bats are made in the factory. Watch a video about it. You will find it very amusing. See you soon, grade 2. I hope that you and your families are okay and safe all the time. Have a nice day and goodbye.